writing, this is an awesome curriculum. So the main purpose of this is to teach our kids how to write persuasive essays. So it's a different style than what they've learned in Essentials. So Essentials, they learn to gather information from different sources and put them together. This is a little bit different. So I'm going to first just kind of walk you through this book so that you know kind of where some really helpful information is at in here. It's great to read too. So, I mean, the beginning has just a lot about the system and what this curriculum is. But they're going to learn how to gather information, how to sort that information, and then express it in effective ways. So that's kind of the purpose of this program. So if you kind of flip through, starting on page 3, it talks about the 5 paths to quality writing. So which are the literary path, linguistic path, the critical path, the theoretical path, and the practical path. So those probably like mean nothing, but you can read this. I'm not going to go through this and read them, but that talks about what that is. So the main picture with this is they say that when you're going to write something, an essay, the 3 biggest problems people have is coming up with what to write about, how you organize your information, and then how you put it together. So that's why they created this curriculum, to teach kids how to do all those things. So those 3 steps are known as the Canons of Rhetoric. So the first one is Invention, and you'll hear these 3 canons all throughout the books or the book, and use them for every essay. So the first one is Invention, and that is teaching the kids how to come up with what they want to say for their persuasive paper. The second canon is Arrangement, and that is how you organize it, getting your thoughts together, putting it in a system, in an order that makes sense. And then the last canon is Elocution, and that is just expressing it in a way that's easy to understand. So when you hear or read Canons of Rhetoric, that's what that is, those three ideas. So we'll hit on each of those in each essay. The main thing with this is, which Eric is going to walk through kind of each essay, and you're going to see how they all build on one another. So we start with essay 1, which is just very simple, but you're going to use that framework and just keep adding to it. So then you're going to add to it, get to lesson or essay 2, add to that, get to essay 3, and so on. So it's really not crazy once you kind of get into it. So if you flip through, on page 20 and 21, it has the year at a glance. So if you just kind of want to see, what each step is for Invention, what each step is for Arrangement and Elocution, it kind of shows that broken down into the week. So that can be a helpful page. Let's see. Okay, so then we get into the lesson guides. So on page 35, it starts with essay 1. And like I said, every essay is going to have steps for Invention, Arrangement, and Elocution. So starting on page 35, that's where all the essays are. So it's just going to go through all the way to essay 9. Now in challenge A, those of you from challenge A, we only go to essay 6, and we'll do essay 6 about 3 times at the end of the year. In challenge B, they start at essay 2 and go through 7. And then in challenge 1, they start at essay 2, okay, and go through essay 9. So it's kind of similar to Essentials in the way that they're going to repeat it 3 years. So the goal past challenge 1 is for them just to know this, and they're going to use this same framework throughout challenge, but not the book, because the goal is to have it kind of memorized and how to put this together. Let's see. So we go all the way through the essays. Starting in the back of the book on page 267, you will find some pages on how to edit. So this gives you a guide for every essay, just how they can edit. There's a little checklist there. Kind of go through each one, so that might be helpful. On page 275, there is a guide to assessment, and I think Erica has one. Did you get it from here? Okay, so she has a different assessment guide that you can follow. That might be helpful. But back here are some pages to kind of walk through with you. You can read your child's paper, how you can assess it if you choose to do that. Okay, starting on page 287. For each essay, they're going to have an outline, which is part of the arrangement stage. So starting back here, it gives you every outline just laid right out. So that can be really helpful if you just need to glance at it and see, okay, I don't know what in the world should be on it. So every essay is back there, and we're going to kind of walk through this with you, and you'll get to see how they build on each other. So that can be a useful page back there. Oh, this is a good one. On page 206 is a glossary. So all the big words they use that I've probably never heard of, and I still don't know what some of them mean. This page can be helpful for you and your students. So that is back there. Tabs are really helpful, I think, probably through all of challenge. So
Can you be sure?
yes, you can. So yeah, I have tab on. It's just easy to get to each essay, and then the helpful pages in the back. Okay, and then keep going on page 319, 320. It has lesson summaries. So I mean, ideally, you would kind of read through this. I think in class, in community day, the directors will go through the teacher guide with the students and walk through it with them. Ideally, you would do that at home too, but you know what it's like to be a mom also, and so you may not do that. So here is a lesson summary in the back if you just need to kind of get the main idea of what is going on for the essay that they're on. And that can be helpful. On page 336, 337, there are 2 sample essays for each essay. So that can be really helpful too, even for your child to kind of read if they've written their essay, if they're struggling, they can even read these sample ones and kind of see, oh, okay, that's how it should look. So those can be very helpful as well. And I think that is it. So that's kind of the main overview of your teacher guide. Some helpful pages in there.
So just put it like this was my thought last year. I didn't know if this was even right, but is LTW just persuasive? Is that the main point of it? Is just to persuade? Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So when you get your book, there should have been a little card in it. Do they still do that? Yeah. Okay, there should have been a little card. Yeah. With a website on it to the Circe Institute, which is what this is made by. I put that link in my email. So with every essay, there's a video that covers each step. So with essay 1, invention, essay 1, arrangement, elocution, they have that for each essay. So I link those videos in my email. However, you can, if yours came with the card, there's a password, and you can go on and find videos, and they kind of go over each one, similar to what we would in class, kind of. So you can have your student watch those at home if you need to, or if you need to.
Hey teachers, thanks for popping in and watching this video. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Erica Lynn and I'm a homeschooling mom. I have 4 kids and I have been teaching them for over 10 years now. We use a classical approach to schooling, so I've been using My Father's World and Classical Conversations. It's my goal to help homeschooling become easy for you too. So I'm taking all the tips and tricks that I have learned over the years and I'm putting them here for you to see. So congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Would you just pop a hearts emoji into the comments so that I know you watched the whole thing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. And if you liked this video about the LTW curriculum, you need to check here to see the next video in this series. You guys have a great day, and remember, you are already enough.